What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. So I'm watching Vice. That's where the picture, the thumbnail picture comes from. And they were talking about cocaine users in London and how they are predominantly, they went to Oxford, to a college, and and how Albanians have taken over the cocaine market in London and how that works. And it made me think about America in the sense of, the drug trade in America, where who doesn't get arrested for doing drugs is white people. Y'all really don't. Like, y'all got to be super, super duper reckless. And what I mean by that is this. There are a lot of colleges and universities in America. And in those colleges and universities, there's rampant drug use. There's rampant party schools and party universities. There's rampant cities that are known for partying. And all those cities are synonymous with illegal drugs. And, all of those illegal drugs, when it's white people involved, no arrests. I talked about this before, where there was a black U.S. Marshal has a video on YouTube, and he talks about, being a U.S. Marshal and them doing all these drug raids and drug stings and busting all these people who are selling drugs. And he said, well, when we going to go out to the suburbs? Because, they got just as much crime. And he's like, basically, his higher ups was like, listen, we can't go out there because those are the kids of lawyers and judges and, politicians and sheriffs. And, when we start arresting their kids, they're going to start making calls and they're going to get the program shut down. It's like DEA agent type thing. And nobody ever questions it. I brought this up in a video recently about confirmation bias. There are a lot of colleges that are, quote unquote, predominantly white institutions in America that are in bad neighborhoods or in bad sides of town. And it's known that they're heavily, the weed culture is heavy there. The cocaine culture is heavy there. The amphetamine culture is heavy there. The illegal drinking is heavy there. People are getting drugged. Ecstasy used to be heavy, but because the students are white, we're going to overlook that. And this spills over into the adult world. I think I remember telling a story when I was in high school. They had a football camp at Ann Arbor at the University of Michigan on the summer football camp. And me and my high school teammates, we wound up being roommates with some Amish kids. And these Amish kids had like 28, 29 grams. I forget, whatever's one gram away from being an ounce. They got that. So they're walking around the campus and they get stopped by the police because they smoking. And they get patted down and the police take the weed from them. And they come back to the room like, man, you won't believe what happened, man. Like, oh, man, the cops got us and they took our weed and told us to come back to our room. And one of the kids was like, yo, this happens all the time. And we looking and we like, no, that happened all the time to y'all. Because if that was us, we'd definitely be locked up. So they were accustomed to that. The whole affluenza thing. The kid who stole liquor and killed the other kids and then, got caught still partying and still drinking alcohol and then left the country and got caught with his mother and still they slapped him on the wrist. That type of behavior, that drug-related behavior, it's normalized. I brought up how art imitates life. When you watch television, movies, we normalize the amount of criminality that white people can get away with. To the point that white people don't view white people as criminals, to the point where how do you, when people are talking about these school shootings, a kid walking to a school with a vest on and a rifle, y'all don't think the kid was a criminal because he was white. It's just it's just a white kid walking to the school with a gun. It's not a big deal. Just like when they would do the what would you do's on, was it ABC or NBC? White people are still right in front of white people, and they be, ha 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 ha. Is that your stuff? Yeah, it's my stuff. But if somebody black did the same thing, what are you doing? That's not yours. It's like, this is why they get away with so much. This is, white people could pull up to a person's house and just walk in and act like they belong in the place. And then y'all let them clean out a whole house. They could just come with a truck and just take stuff out. Oh, okay. You moving? You ain't never seen that person a day in your life. Person black show up, gotta call the cops if something suspicious going on. This is why these things keep happening. And if you think I'm lying, I challenge you to look at every television show and movie and see how often you see a white character do something illegal and stay free. And if they go to jail for a small amount of time. So that spills over into society. Because sometimes when I'm out in public, I'm like, why are y'all doing this crazy stuff? And it's because they're socialized to do crazy, illegal, or immoral stuff. And it's okay because it's there doing it. Or just annoying stuff. Or just antagonizing society. It's not a big deal. But you tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.